If you have a wife who is distant from you and doesn't trust you anymore because of some things that you've done in the past, and you're wondering, how can I regain her trust? This video is for you. I know that you want to experience the joy, the peace, the laughter, the admiration that you've once had with your wife. And for some reason, you've lost that trust. You've lost that sparkle in her eyes when she sees you, the smile that she gives to you when you've been away and you come back into the room. All of that is gone and you want it back. I want to show you how to do it, and I pray that you will experience that joy again. When your wife becomes disconnected from you, you come home, she just says hi and looks away, finds it difficult to look at your face, to hug you and come and snuggle around you. Most men enjoy being loved, being looked up to, admired, and enjoyed, valued. You want that. Now, maybe you made a mistake. You got distracted and started talking to another woman on the phone. You got distracted, or you got your bad habits that you had while you were single, got exposed to your wife. She caught you watching porn, or you got carried away by your job and you ignored and neglected her over a period of time, and slowly but surely she has drifted away from you. Maybe before now she would be excited when you say let's go out and have a dinner together, but now she's not excited. She just says I don't feel like going. And every time you try to initiate a time of family bonding and things like that, or couples bonding, she's not as excited as she used to if she goes. And if she does, and most times she has an excuse, the reason why she would not be able to. She may also have said, I don't want to be with you in the same space. Whatever the case is, you have broken trust. Maybe you have had an affair. Maybe she has had an affair. I don't know what the problem is, but I want you to know that it is painful. And I feel you. I know what you're talking about. I may not have the experience directly in fully like you may have, or in the details that you have, but I believe that anyone who has been married for 20 years like I have has experienced a range of feelings in the marriage. And I want to share with you what God has opened my eyes to see in scriptures that helps to handle the difficult times and helps to make sure that those difficult times do not become permanent. If you know how to take care of the seasons and deal with them so that they don't last forever, then you are golden. And that's what I want to share with you here. How to handle those dark times, how to recover after winter. Whether you are the one that cheated, or life just happened, or there's a misunderstanding. I've met people who have lost trust in whose spouses have lost trust in them. Wives don't trust them anymore, not because of what they did, but because of the pain that the wife has gone through before and what they didn't do to help her not fall into a place of distrust and break the marriage. Now, what do you think will be the first thing that anybody would do when they find that their wife is discouraged, disconnected, disinterested, and they are failed? They know that, and they want to make things right. They would go to their wives and say, you know what, I'm so sorry. I need you to trust me. I made a mistake, and it's never going to happen again. I've learned my lesson, and I'm not going to do that again. And once we say that as men, somehow your brain tells you that you've done all that you need to do, and she should accept your word for it, or at least try to trust you, right? That's what you would think. Now, I want to say to you that doesn't work that way. The moment you said that, she hears you, but it doesn't automatically transform to trust. Now, she understands that you want to do well. That's if you have not been repeating the problem, even if I'm going to show you what to do. But if you've not been repeating the problem, when you say it once, it's good. That's a good place to start. But it is just the very, very beginning of the whole process. You are three things that you need to do in order to get her to trust you again. The first one, and the most important one, is to let her know that it is reasonable, it is normal and natural that she doesn't want to trust you. Get that out there. Without this being done, she's going to struggle because she's going to wonder if she needs to ask you certain questions. She's going to wonder if her feelings of insecurity are normal, and she's going to try to suppress them. And the more she tries to suppress them, the harder it is for her to learn to trust you. So you got to let her know that it is normal for you to struggle at this point. You need to give her the space to be a real self so that you can then deal with the challenges. You open this door, you need to give her the room to say exactly what she feels so that you can then close the door. Now, I'm not here throwing blame. She may have been wrong before. She may have done something wrong before, that worse than what you've done, and you were able to absorb it. Maybe you are stronger. Maybe you have more confidence. Maybe you have more trust in God, and you're able to say, you know what, I understand your failures, and you let it go, and you continue to trust her because you can see the changes in her, and you are happy it worked out well for you. It does not mean that she's going to do the same. She may not have that capacity. So this may be your opportunity to help your wife grow in this area. Unfortunately, though, you have to suffer some pain in helping her to be that. Yes, if you understand what I'm saying, this makes sense to you, let me know by saying, yes, I get it, in the comment. It helps me to understand how you are on how these messages are helping you, these videos are helping you, and it tells me what more you want to know about it. Now, when it comes to the next step, which is to rekindle that love back and bring that trust back, the next step is to be comfortable in your own skin and understand love, God's love. So be comfortable in your own skin. That means regardless of how she looks at you, regardless of how she doesn't interact with you anymore, regardless of how she is so disrespectful to you these days, you continue to love her, but not the way you used to try to control stuff. No, you continue to enjoy your life, be comfortable in your own skin, bear the pain, and live the life that God has called you to live. That's so crucial. So anybody that gets to build confidence and love back in their spouse must be comfortable in their own skin and begin to enjoy life the way you were enjoying it when she was not in your life at all. Because that's what attracted her back. It is counterintuitive, but it is the way God operates. So regardless of how mad at God you are, no matter what you think about God, even if you have the wrong idea of who God is and what God does, God remains God. And he wants us to be the same. He wants us to live our lives based on him and based on nothing else. Every other thing is an addition. God must be the solid foundation of your life. And that's how you recover your wife if you want to from scripture. And then the last thing, the third thing, which will just seal the deal for you, is to become more interested in how God wants you to be involved in working with her. And of course, you start that slowly. You let her lead, but you have to open the door by taking the time to ask questions about her life and bearing everything she responds. So maybe you go and ask her, once you're working the process that I'm sharing with you, you can ask her something like, what are your dreams these days? Now, if she is becoming softer on you, she's changing, then she's going to tell you what her dreams are. You can know that, and you can prayerfully ask, how can I be more in that? You, of course, I'm assuming that as you're pursuing God, you're already creating an atmosphere for praying together. You're also creating an atmosphere where you can say, can we read the word of God together? All of that is in the second step of really diving into following God properly. So this is what you want to do. And when you are in that space and she loves you that way, it's worth the effort. It's worth the effort. I've seen men that say, you know what, I can't do this any longer. I've been trying this now for the past 3 weeks and she's still being stubborn. I'm tired. No. Be patient. The seed is being sown. Let it bear fruit. It's worth the effort. So yes, this is what I wanted to share with you today. If you want to know more about this, next week I'm going to do a 3 days challenge or boot camp where I would come online every day and in a place where we can interact with one another consistently, and I will share more details on how to really change the trajectory of your marriage within 90 days. That's what I want to do. I don't want anybody to get into the new year 2025 without a clear plan on how to transform your marriage. I want your marriage to work. This is my vision. This is my desire. And why? Why do I care about your marriage so much? Because I know that if you are doing well in your marriage, your children will do well. And if the whole family is doing well, you'll be a better witness to the people around you, and you'll be able to bring others into the kingdom. I'm a pastor. I desire to see every person around me and all around the world come to know and taste of what Jesus has done for us. And I discovered that this is the way to help more people to be that. So this is why I do this. This is why I share this on YouTube. And of course, I have programs that are paid. I have people that I work with in a group. I have people that I work with one-on-one. But I want to give as much information to you for those who want to do it by themselves, to have all that they need. But for those who want speed, and you don't want to take any risk, you want to really get it right, get it well done quickly, then you reach out to me. You can go to adesobanjo.com/chat. See if you can find time on my schedule. I will be happy to give you 15 minutes free to talk with. If it's not me, it's going to be one of my assistants. But take advantage of the time when you can. It won't always be there. All right. And thank you so much for being part of this family. If you've not subscribed to my channel at this point, then please do subscribe to the channel. I pray for those on my channel, and I'm always trusting that God will do a miracle in your life. But of course, miracles occur and happen in the lives of those who obey. So my prayer is always that God will give you instructions while you're watching my videos, and you will obey those instructions. You'll get a miracle, and you'll come back to comment on the video and say, I got an instruction, I followed the instruction, and I've seen a miracle. All right. So may the Lord bless you. I'm so glad to have you here. And until we meet next time, continue to love like Jesus and make mega impact.